Hi everyone, welcome back to my second video. Today I thought I'd get you guys to get ready with me during isolation. So I just obviously I might just take these off when I'm doing my makeup. So to start off with, I'm going to be using primer, which is Revolution, which I tend to use quite a lot actually, because it kind of like makes my face go nice and smooth, and kind of like a little bit runny, which I actually quite like it to be like that runny. I can just take a while to touch twisters. I use this to obviously get it around because I don't like use my hands. I use this Jack Wills brush, which I think is a foundation brush type thing. I'm not entirely sure what type, but yeah, I always use this. So how is everyone, like with the isolation thing going on? I know that we're like week 10 now, I think, something like that. We've obviously we've got the restrictions on a little bit, like how that we can now do unlimited exercising. Still have to be at home, but like going like to the shops and stuff, but we still have to be 2 meters apart and stuff, which is obviously quite boring. As you already know from my last video, I'm obviously a college student, so ever since lockdown has obviously started, I've been able to be doing my college work from home, which is actually pretty good. So next, because I just done my primer, the next thing I'd like to do is obviously put my foundation on. So I now use the shade F2 Revolution Conceal and Define, and it is a full coverage foundation, which I like because I have got a few like spots that I've kind of like, it's really easy to have that to be fully coveraged. So I just only put a little bit on across my face. I'd like to do chin to get that done. I tend to do my foundation with this brush that is a flat out Fabulous C3, which I think it's a kind of a foundation brush. It's a nice brush because it's really nice to be able to blend out all my foundation that I've got. So yeah, as I was kind of like saying, because I'm now a college student, I like being able to do my work. Not only that I do my work like in lockdown, I also tend to obviously go on my exercise walk with my family, which I did in the start of lockdown, when I was only have to do like one exercise per day, and now I tend to go on bike rides, which is actually quite nice. I know, like being with lockdown and stuff, it can be pretty hard for some people, like suffering with mental health and you know, that sort of thing. So if you guys needed to like need to like speak about stuff, you know, like mental health sort of thing, my inbox is always going to be open, my Instagram's always going to be open, Facebook's always going to be open, anything like that. So if any of you kind of like needed to be in touch with stuff like that, then obviously I'm going to be here for you guys. And also, if you can remember from my first video, I was saying how the fact that on Thursdays I basically do obviously the clap for the carers. So my sister, she's the key worker now, so I kind of like clap for her, clap for my boyfriend, he's works like for the NHS sort of thing, so that's actually pretty well, and his dad. So yeah, that's doing claps on Thursday with all like with my neighbours and stuff. I do. I basically, what I just put on just now, which is this quite old Revolution powder. I'm not entirely sure what the shade is, so I'll go and have a look. The shade is for this is Silky Beige. So I'm trying to have that slightly the same colour as my foundation. But yeah, I'll try to do that. Because I'm not a very experienced makeup artist whatsoever, I don't really use everything. You know, like contour, concealer, I don't really use all the base, I just kind of like use the beginner stuff, so that's just like what I did. So after I do the powder, I tend to do my eyeshadow. Now I'm going to do the type of, which one shall I use? Oh, I need to find my eyeshadow brush, which I can't find it. Found it. I'm going to use this colour here, which is, I think it's like really pretty. This eyeshadow palette is called All Night Long 429, and it's a sleek makeup palette, which is actually really nice. It's got really nice colours to it, which is like even really nice. Yeah, so I tend to like just put it on just a little bit on this one, and then I put it on the other colour. Yeah, going back to my conversation about lockdown stuff, I hope that we do tend to obviously finish lockdown pretty quickly, because I expect everyone's like missing out on going to pubs, clubs, friends' house, meeting up with more than 2 people, I think it is, rather than be like staying stuck at home. Obviously kids trying to be able to go back to school, you know, trying to get the education back, which will be lovely. So all the parents around here could obviously be able to stop that homeschooling for them to be able to do their work as well. And yeah, fingers crossed something will happen. After I'd done the powder, obviously I just did my eyeshadow. Actually, I'm not sure if we can see very well. This is like what it looks like. After I do that, I have my mascara on. I don't tend to like look straight ahead when I do my mascara. I always like to look down. So I got this really small like flip up mirror that I like to use. And the mascara I'm going to be using, it is a high impact mascara. Obviously it's black and it's from the brand Clinique. So yeah, so if I can just whack that in, that'd be lovely. I don't really like having my makeup to be really flaky and cakey. It's really annoying, so you always have to like make sure that I have like the right makeup, the right ones. Make sure that they're all new and the right colour and everything. Oh, makeup is just so irritating, honestly. Like, whatever you find that you've got the right one and they don't have it in stock, you have to it takes forever for it to actually come back in stock. Yeah, because that's obviously like with my foundation, my mascara, my powder. I always have to like, not really have, but like to have the same shade, because that's what suits me. No. So after I've basically done my mascara, I tend to put my highlighter on. I'm going to be using where's my, I need using this Revolution 4 different types of highlighters, as you can see here, with this Berwick's Avenue. Can't exactly you know, pronounce that, but I think that's called that. I'm going to use this highlighter here. I'm just going to take a little bit, put it on my cheek, which is nice and stuff like that. And then I'll just put a little bit on my nose, more importantly like my cheeks, like that. Just like blend it in properly, and stuff like that. Yeah. So after I basically done my highlighter, I like to go on to my lipstick. So because my lips are quite dry at the moment, I put on this Vaseline Lip Therapy Aloe, however you pronounce that. So I like to kind of put this on first, before I put anything else on, and get my lip to become a little bit smoother a little bit. So once I kind of got that around, I'm going to be using this lipstick that I've got here. That's in the shade 842 and it's called Rosewood Pearl. I'm not exactly sure what brand it is from. Maybelline New York. And it's got this really nice shade, which I actually quite like. So again, I'm just going to use my little mirror and just apply it on. Okay. So after I kind of done everything, I now use my setting spray. I've got two setting sprays here for Revolution. One's called the Glow Fix and one's the Pro Fix, and they both said limiting fixing spray. And because I use this one more often than this one. I'm not entirely sure why I bought them both. But I'm going to put the Glow Fix on setting spray on my face at the moment. Just let that to dry a little bit and stuff like that. Yeah. Just put that back on a little bit. Let's put this on. Once it's all dry, kind of like put my glasses back on. I can see perfectly. So after I've done all my makeup now, it's now the end of my video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Don't be afraid that you can also put a like, a comment, and also don't forget to subscribe just down below. Please stay safe, love you all, and I'll see you again in my next show. Bye.